Hello and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Top banker says XRP cannot remain cheap long term and retail investors will be priced out. Wow. So, I do agree with this overall. When they say cannot remain cheap, I don't know if I'd say cannot. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I don't think it will remain cheap. I think that's pretty much inevitable in my opinion, that XRP is going to rise in value and continue to do well. So I definitely agree overall that it's going to be good. I don't know if I'd say it cannot, because that's when you get into like the kind of like the conspiracy theories of, you know, it has to be a high price and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily agree with that. But I do overall agree that it won't remain cheap. So I am on the same lines. I'm just saying that I don't think it's impossible for it to remain cheap. I just think it's very, very, very unlikely that it will remain cheap. And retail investors will be priced out. So I do agree with this. Now, the thing is about this, right? It always comes down to like how you look at it and where you are within the crypto space, right? Because for us right now, we may look at this and say, well, how can we be priced out right now if we can go and get XRP for like, 70, 80 cents, whatever, right? So to us, it might seem like this isn't really accurate. But I think with this kind of stuff, you have to think of it more from the perspective of people who are not yet in crypto, right? Or people who've been sitting on the sidelines thinking about getting into XRP, but they just haven't done it. I do think there'll be a point where XRP will get to a price where you're not necessarily priced out, but you're going to miss the main price action, right? And unfortunately, there are people out there who just don't know about crypto right now, or they've heard about it and they're very skeptical on it, so they don't want to invest in it. So I think for those kind of people, yeah, you'll get priced out. If you think about it like Bitcoin, I would essentially say, really, if you was coming into the crypto space now, you've really kind of been priced out of Bitcoin, right? Because for how much capital would have to go into Bitcoin for you to get like a real good profit out of it, it's going to take way more than an XRP would, or a Cardano, right? Or an XLM. So you have essentially been priced out of Bitcoin. And I do get that. And I do think this will happen for XRP too. But this is why I say congratulations to all you guys who are listening to this video, because you guys are clearly XRP holders, or you're interested in XRP at the very least. So you guys have got that opportunity right now. I wouldn't necessarily say you've been priced out of XRP right now. Now, I'm sure there's people who probably have seen this, and maybe you're watching this video after the lawsuits and now you're trying to get as much XRP information as you can. Yes, the price has gone up substantially higher than what it was before the lawsuit, but believe me, it has been higher. So this isn't the end right now. XRP still got way more room to continue to grow long term. So if you are looking at it and you're thinking, oh, you're hoping it might dump back down so you can get in, look, I'm not here to give financial advice. All I'm going to say is it's not a guarantee that it's going to continue to go down. So you could be waiting and then the price just continues to rise. And again, you've effectively been priced out. So I'm not here to give any financial advice because I don't know which way the market is going to go. I'm not a chart analyst or anything like that. But all I will say is if you are looking to get into it, make a decision one way or the other, because you could be waiting and it may pay off for you. It may drop low and you get in at a good price, but it may not. So do your research and make sure you have a decision that you're comfortable with. But let's get into the article and we can discuss this a little bit further. In a recent tweet, Shannon Thorpe, a treasury management expert at a prominent global bank, expressed a compelling perspective on the future of XRP, asserting that the digital asset cannot remain cheap in the long term. With a clear understanding that price predictions are uncertain, Thorpe emphasized the belief shared by many that XRP's value will inevitably rise. XRP retail investors will be priced out. The notion that retail investors may eventually find themselves priced out of the XRP market was a pivotal point put forth by Thorpe. She dispelled the idea of XRP price pumping only to get dumped by retail investors by arguing that retail participants comprise only 1% of the XRP space. The financial expert expressed that as significant players like the Federal Reserve, banks, and businesses begin to funnel their funds into XRP, this 1% retail share will be overshadowed, akin to a minnow in a vast ocean. Therefore, Thorpe contended that retail investors would not significantly impact the XRP's price. Instead, the influx of institutional investments will likely drive XRP's value upward while enabling higher transaction volumes. Potential XRP adoption. Drawing parallels to the unchanging cash management system she encountered throughout her extensive career, Thorpe highlighted how banks tend to follow the lead of the Federal Reserve. She noted that just as banks align their operation with the Fed's schedule, the same pattern could emerge in crypto. In light of the recent FedNow launch, Thorpe anticipated that other banks would follow suit with similar technology, potentially amplifying the adoption of XRP as a preferred mode of money movement. It is worth mentioning that FedNow, a new instant payment service developed by the Federal Reserve, is not using XRP, as the Crypto Basic reported. While there may be no official relationship between FedNow and XRP, some people believe that XRP could be used to power FedNow because of its efficiency property well suited for instant payments. Ultimately, Thorpe's analysis stands as a compelling argument for a bullish outlook for XRP. The asset's price is expected to experience significant growth as adoption and integration by major financial players continue to rise. Great stuff, man. Real great stuff. I mean, overall, as I say, I do agree. Yeah, I think it's inevitable that XRP's price is going to go up. Of course, as she was talking about, think about the institutions that now have legal clarity for XRP. XRP is the only crypto with legal clarity. So institutions are going to flock to XRP now. And not just that, XRP actually has a purpose. It has a utility. And it's set for banks. It's ideal for banks to utilize this crypto. So knowing now that they've actually got the legal clarity they need so they can continue to do business, and the fact that it actually suits banks, like I do think it's inevitable. I don't think it's impossible. I'm not going to say it cannot remain cheap, but I do think it's inevitable that it won't remain cheap. I think it's very likely that that's the case, that it will go up in price. Now, one thing I will say is it does seem that she's getting this whole thing with the Fed now a bit wrong. She seems like she might be a bit off about that. I have explained that FedNow isn't being used by XRP, as I've said in the article here. They've done a correction. That is correct. So this isn't necessarily the proponent that I would say that would make XRP rise in value or make them follow the Fed, because they're not actually utilizing XRP with FedNow. But I don't think that matters, to be honest. Like, at the end of the day, you've got all these other banks that are going to want to use XRP now for their business. They'll probably want to try at RippleNet. It just makes sense that they will use XRP. And as I say, with it being the only crypto with legal clarity, when you're looking at cryptos now, if you're thinking about the top 3 cryptos now, I think your cryptos of choice would be Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP. And I think eventually XRP will take over ETH, to be honest, because one, it's got the legal clarity now, and in all honesty, ETH, it's not an efficient cryptocurrency. The gas fees are high, they fluctuate, it's not as quick as other cryptocurrencies, so there's a lot of flaws in Ethereum. There is. So personally, I do really think XRP rising in value. I completely agree with this. In terms of retail investors getting priced out, well, look, if you're watching this video, there's still time. It's not over yet. It's not rallied yet to the real prices that it could go to. So I personally wouldn't say, in my opinion, that this is priced out kind of levels where we're at. But I suppose that comes down to different people's opinion. The whole point of this is, what are you willing to pay for the crypto? If you're not willing to pay these kind of prices, then yeah, you wait and see what happens. Maybe it may go down to a price that you're happy with, maybe it won't. So maybe then you are effectively being priced out now, but that's down to your personal choice, right? But I think for where XRP can go, these prices, to me personally, I wouldn't consider them as being priced out. But what do you guys think? XRP, can it remain lower? Or do you agree with the article? Do you think it's inevitable that it has to go higher in price? If you think it can't go higher, why? What's your reasoning for that? And if you think it can go higher, again, tell me your reasoning. I'll be happy to hear. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd definitely be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.